Okay, so I have an LG G5 TV, and these are the remotes for that. This is the remote that came with it. I bought a new one from Amazon. It's a little bit different. I guess the LG logo is missing, and some of the buttons are a little bit different, like the Prime Video, the Alexa, and the AI logo is not on there. The first thing is that this wheel broke. It's in there, doesn't really scroll anymore, and the wheel on this one is a little bit different, but I have a feeling that all these remotes are going to break on the scroll wheel because the plastic inside is just very, very thin. And I didn't find any videos on YouTube on how to repair this, but to let you guys know, repairing this remote is probably the last thing you want to do. I think you just need to buy a new remote, and the problem is that it's just going to keep on breaking. So you're going to have to keep on buying more remotes because the plastic piece that's in there is just very thin. I'm going to open it up. I actually opened it up already, and I snapped it back together so I can start from scratch so everyone can see how to open it up because it was not easy to do. So let's remove this one out of the way. And I already took the batteries out of it. You're gonna have to remove this, take out the batteries. And I bought this set off of Amazon. I wanted to get plastic pry tools. And the thing is, like, I saw someone else use a screwdriver on a different video, and it was just putting marks all over the edges. So this one seemed to work pretty well. And I would press probably right there. Seems like the easiest part to like press in. And then this side is a little bit more difficult. So the side that's on the right side has that little piece right there. And this side doesn't. And then I'm probably gonna use this, one of these, looks like a guitar pick. So I press in there, and it's a good amount of force. But it does eventually come apart a little bit. It's really difficult. And then if you can get a fingernail in there, probably, then you can probably get this into right in there, and then start sliding up. I don't want it to snap back together. This one's already broken a little bit. Okay. So this wheel is normally right there. There's a button right here. So when you press down on it, it presses that button. And the plastic piece that's connected right there, you can see how small and thin it is. It goes into there. And it's the size of like a 1/16 hex wrench. So if I remove this, put it aside, and then I can take this out. So I had to use a needle nose plier to take this out. Can I see it? Okay, there it is. So that piece is a part of this wheel right there, and it's there. So what I thought was I would probably use a 1/16 hex wrench and see if I could cut it, and then I think there's a hole that can insert here, but I would have to drill through there to get it to stick through, and then it would be stronger than just having this plastic piece, and it should be able to go there, and I can feel it click, the scroll wheel click. But I measured it earlier, and it's roughly about 5/8 of an inch from the end of here to the end of this one is about 5/8. I'll probably do I'll show you a screenshot when I measured it with this. So I'm gonna use a 1/16 drill bit. I had to get one that was connected to a hex, because my electric drill does not clamp onto a small 1/16 inch drill bit. Okay, so this is the 1/16 hex wrench. I taped off 5/8, so from the 3 to the 5/8. I'm gonna measure it. So right where the 3 is, and going to the 5/8 is where I'm gonna try to cut it. So let's see. So I had this measured to about 5/8. All right, so I'm gonna use that as my marker. I'm gonna see if I can cut it with this. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but let's see. I don't know if it's doing anything. Okay, so I decided to see if I can clamp it and then see if I can actually just break it. Cutting it was not working with this, with that right there. It's not doing anything to it. And I've seen on Google that maybe you can cut these with like a Dremel. I don't have one. Or they said a fine tooth saw blade could probably do it, but I'm just gonna see if I can break it. I mean, I feel the flex. Yeah, it's bending. Yeah, I guess that was it. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay, let's see if I got the measurement good. Should be about 5/8. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, so there's not a hole that goes through this. So this plastic piece was one piece with that until it snapped. So there's not a hole that goes through there, except this is hollow back over here. So I'm gonna drill through and hopefully it's gonna work. So I have the 1/16 drill bit in there. And I don't know how well I can get it centered, but let me just drill it straight up. Try to go straight. And I'll go slow, I won't try to force it. Oh, there we go. Is it straight? Let's see if this fits through. I didn't think it was gonna be that easy, but I didn't think this piece was gonna go fit through that easy. But I don't want it to go that easy anyways. Yeah, let me see. Let's try. Let's see if I can push it. Oh, it went. So it cleared it, and now maybe and get it all the way through. Oh, the wheel's coming. Let's see. There it is. Need a little bit more than that. Okay, so that's all the way through. It is flush with this side, pretty much. And then now I have a metal one out that end, and it should be similar. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's pretty similar. So it should be good. I don't think it's that straight. I don't think it matters. Let's see. Let's put it back in this wheel. So to put it back, so it fits in like that. You have to get this cover back on it, because this has to fit over around it, and then it should fit through there. Yep, I feel the scroll. I think you can hear it. And then the push button. Yeah, I think that was good. I don't think you need it, but I'll put a little bit of glue in there just to give it a little hold. I don't want to put too much. Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah, the wheel feels good. And once this housing goes over here, it should keep the wheel centered. And I think it'll be okay. I think I'm going to let that glue dry a little bit before I put it on here, so it doesn't stick to the side, just in case it decides to do that. And then I'll put it back together. And I think this will probably prevent this wheel from breaking. I think every remote that you buy, and the original one that comes with the LG TVs that are like the B, C, and G series, probably have all the same remotes, very similar. The buttons are a little bit different, and some of the keys are slightly different, but I think it's just not worth the fix. But the problem is that if you're on your third, your fourth, the fifth remote, and so on, every single one of these wheels, I feel like is going to eventually break. And I've had my TV for less than a year. And I've seen a lot of Reddit's threads that have people talking about how these wheels just break on them, and a lot of people are searching for videos and everything, and I didn't see any videos, so I decided let's make a video and share it. Maybe I'll put in links for this set that I got, good pry tool for this, and these two things were probably the ones that really helped open up the remote rather than using a flathead screwdriver. And probably need a needle nose, some vice grips maybe, and a 1/16 drill drill, and also you'll probably have to break one of these 1/16 hex keys. But I think for the long run, this might just last forever now, but we'll see. All right, I think the glue is dried long enough. Let's see. Yeah. So I went back in, and this works a lot better if that's only sticking out about 1/8 of an inch. It's probably gonna be hard for me to show it. But you can kind of, once you have the glue in here, you can still slide it a little bit. So now this piece is sticking out just a little bit, which doesn't matter. But you can kind of fine tune how much this sticks out and what will roll best once it's in this. And this seemed to work the best. Let's see, get this back on. Yeah, so this will roll a lot better now. Okay, so the wheel was not clicking. It was spinning in here, but it wasn't really clicking. So I think 1/16 might be just slightly too small, but the hex keys that are just one size up is just too big. So I cut a piece of masking tape and I put it on something like that, and then fold it straight over. And then I kind of force it in. And now it gives me the full click. How long this is going to last, I don't know, but we'll see. But I think it should be good to go now.